Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 10th, 2022. This is for Cancer, last shuffle for Cancer. Cancer, we have Ascended Masters and we have back and forth. And this would say that your wisdom has taught you not to make any rash decisions. Don't move fast. Don't jump in and do anything yet until you are sure about all the moving parts. This is one of the aspects of this here. All right, so Ascendant Masters here would tell me about the wisdom that you have attained or something. And whenever they want you to, I'm going to tell you something like this, Cancer. Spirit wants you to make sure, like if you're alone and I wouldn't say car, just get yourself somewhere where you're at peace. If you can be alone today and be at peace, they're going to drop some gems. Oh my gosh, look, this flipped over on my arm. They're not playing with you. Today's going to be a very auspicious day for you you may hear voices, you may hear whisperings, you may feel with the magician and the high priestess all combined with this. This may be something that frightens the crap out of you. It may, especially because most of the time it seems as though when you're by yourself, you're going to be receiving answers. The back and forth is like they want you to. An emperor is very wise, right? Wow, wow. I can't emphasize this enough. So there's emperor injustice in your back and forth energy. So this is about you not acting unless you are sure that what you are doing is correct or is right. The magician and the high priestess is like you can do many things with what you're being told or what you will see, what you will feel or hear. You could do many things with this, but you are in like the wisdom is that you've obtained from whatever it is you hear by yourself, because it's like when you're by yourself, right? And some of this stuff is going to empower you, right? You're going to look back and be like, I've always heard stuff like this. I remember feeling this way once, like when I was younger. You have an intuitive, I'm speaking to a Cancer or Cancers that are maybe like psychic or have like they're clairaudient or something like that, and or they feel things. You can just feel them, and you have instincts, right? You're the crab, right? So this is something here. I'm speaking to a few of you guys that were, wow, that you're going to feel or hear something and it's going to be reminiscent of when you were young. Oh my gosh, I remember hearing this, either the same voice or the same words, or knowing this about a person. And it's gonna, like, you're gonna be like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? Or somehow, some way, they want you to black things out, black people out, and focus on what you're hearing, because based on what you hear or intuitively download and see, or hear or feel rather, it's going to be knowledge that other people don't know. So you might bring it up. They're saying it's almost like ignore people or block them for now, because this is going to be insider knowledge. Whatever you get, no one else is going to know it. You know what I'm saying? Like you might go to ask your aunt, hey, is it true about grandpa? So da, 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 da. And they're like, what? How did you find out? And who is Ernestine? You know what I mean? Um, so I'm joking, but I'm so serious. Something like this, it's very similar, has happened to me before, and I couldn't explain it at all. And I was like freaking out, confused, until I got confirmation later on that what I saw was actually accurate. One day I will share that story, because I tell you, it is a whopper. But the magician here and the high priestess tells me that you can do with this knowledge whatever you wish to do, but spirit wants you to be balanced in this. Like, do the right thing. What is going to empower you? In the sense of knowledge is power, right? And the high priestess is one that doesn't share everything. It's a need to know energy. And that's where her power comes from. And so this is the same thing with the magician here. It's almost like you have to, I wouldn't say manipulate, but tell only what's necessary, a kind of thing, so that things remain fair. You know, if you tell too much sometimes, although all truth is good to tell, I don't care what, I think there's an African adage where they say all truth is not good to tell. But the thing is that there's some things that you don't want the wrong people to hear, the wrong energy. So seven of swords, the four of wands with friends and colleagues. See, there's people that are in your circle that you cannot trust. That's why Spirit says be careful. There's people in your space that you cannot trust, and it's family. It's friends or it's colleagues. It's people that you may work with, people that may be in your own home. That's why I said family at first. These may be people you talk to a lot, family members, right? That you talk to a lot. Four of Wands, it may be friends that you live with. If you're in a roommate situation, you cannot trust them. Do not tell them anything. And if this is family members, it's important not to say anything. I would even venture to say that the people that are in your circle are jealous of you, and to be very careful about talking to them. Okay, I'm sorry, but this kind of energy just wears me out because I don't like when people are jealous. I don't get it. We all have a special gift, and so, we're all born differently in different places for different reasons, and everybody should be living their purpose out. If you're doing your thing, you have no time, no room to be jealous or to be ugly to another person. You don't have the time because you're busy. You're busy about your creator's work, your father's work, the angel's work. You're busy about that. I just don't get this. So I'm sorry if I keep going off on tangents, but you have no idea how much it just irks my soul when people are cruel and mean and deceptive and all that. So I'm like, golly, get it together. Peace, Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit. And so this peace energy with the Hermit, and of course, Hermit is here again. This is about your knowledge, your wisdom. Is about the peace is all about what you put in. So if you are you need to spend a lot of time by yourself. You may not be able to. This may not even be realistic. This might be, you have to be at work maybe, right? And even if that's the case, it's almost as though if you get away with wearing headphones, I would venture to tell you to even put in like some 528 hertz, very low, but have it in, and listen to that very low to get yourself at a frequency where you're going to be able to hear or feel whatever. It's going to do something is going to happen for you. It's going to bring you back to when you were younger. You may have had this gift all this time. So they're telling you about this intention with the peace is that the reason why they want you back and forth because you're not supposed to tell certain people stuff. They want you to see how things are going to benefit you. The less other people know, people need to be on a need to know basis here when it comes to knowledge that you get downloaded on. But with this peace energy, especially if it's personal to somebody, it's almost like that's when you kind of discern whether or not this is right to tell. Right? Is it right to tell? Or is it, make sure it's not your ego going, I know something about you. And not that that's who you are, but they're wanting you to kind of like wait because I see jealous people and you may want to be like, I told you all along, I felt and I heard and I saw. I would want to do that too sometimes. I mean, of course, right? You want to be like, hey, confirmation, I know your blood type or something. And, I'm going a little far, but with this piece, as much as you put in, like this is about you contribute to the peace that you have around in your space, right? And they want you to be at peace. Four of Swords, they want you to be at peace. So you're going to have to do a lot. You're going to have to isolate yourself and restore peace around you so that you can get these downloads. Be very careful of the people you have around you. Don't tell them much, if at all, especially if you live with them. Okay, you got to keep your peace. Back and forth. What's right? What is balanced? What is fair? What will benefit people, and not the other. And even though it will benefit you and benefit people to know that you have a gift, it's not. It's the intention of it. It's like you want them to know that you have a gift, or the strength comes from being balanced and fair. It doesn't come from, hey, it's me, kind of thing. So I want to put that out there. You have Aries, we have Scorpio, we have Virgo, Libra. You don't have to be dealing with those signs. These signs could definitely be in your chart, but that is what's here. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.